What's he staring at me like that for? I thought, sitting across the table from Matt. We were outside the restaurant waiting for a waiter. Matt kept flashing me this strange look. He wouldn't tell me what he was thinking. Apparently, it was the game of try to guess what's on Matt's mind. I didn't think it was that fun. There he goes again with that look. He had his head rested on his left hand, which was balanced on the table. His brown eyes stared into me behind his golden sunglasses. I averted my eyesight, trying to pretend that I didn't notice. Seeing the waitress walking over to the table, he took the cigarette out of his mouth and got ready to speak. While he was ordering, I didn't hear one word that came out of his mouth. Everything was distorted out. Mello. I heard my name, but I was too distracted to comprehend what was going on. Mello! I quickly snapped out of my trance and looked up. What? Order. Matt pointed to the menu. I had no clue what to get. I quickly flipped through the menu and said the first thing my eyes saw. Once the waitress walked away, I sighed and looked down at the table. What's up with you today, Mello? Matt whispered to me from across the table. I didn't answer. I stared back at Matt. He was much closer now. He was leaning across the table, really close to my face. I quickly glanced around to see how many people were staring and pushed him away. What the hell are you doing? Sorry, I dropped something. Well, go under the table, not above it. I said sorry. So what? Silence poured over us for a few moments before I leaned forward and pulled Matt's vest towards me. There was a long pause between us before he pulled me forward and placed his lips on mine. I tried to push away, but he had a strong grip on my shirt. Bet you weren't expecting that, were you? He grinned, letting go of me and sitting back down. I was not having it. I got up and slammed my hands against the table, shouting, So you were trying to kiss me earlier! Bullshit! You didn't drop anything, you asshole! Hey, if anyone's being the asshole, it's you. I was simply showing my affection, and you start yelling at me. I'm hurt, Mello. How could you have done this? He started to fake cry, hiding his face in his hands. I started to feel bad for him, so I placed a hand on his shoulder. He immediately stopped and looked up. Gotcha! You asshole! He, for some reason, had tears flowing out of his eyes, even if he wasn't crying. I reached forward, wiping them away with the tip of my glove. Why are you crying? Good, right? I've been practicing. For what? For this. For this? I love you, Mello.